Hey guys, WMW Animations here, and I'm being interviewed by Fireball X90. First, I'd just like to thank you, Fireball, for having me on your show and interviewing me. I think it's great. I hope people learn a bit about me and WMW, and I hope people subscribe to you because you got great stuff going. You got a great channel, great videos. I'll be honest, I'm not a pick fed kind of guy. I never watch pick feds, but I watch your stuff and it's really good. Like, you make stuff out of pick feds I didn't even think was possible. But keep it up, you know. Keep doing your stuff. I hope people subscribe to you. You got a great channel. Anyway, here's the interview. So question 1. Who inspired me to start animating on YouTube? I was actually under the name Rock and Roll Dude, and I had a show called XWF back in 2009, late 2008. You know, I really honestly forget the first guy that inspired me, but I was with my buddy. He had some wrestling figures, and we're just chilling in his house watching YouTube videos. He was like, "Oh, look at this guy. This guy's really cool," because he's into it too. But this dude, I forget his name. He's obsessed with like D-Generation X. He's not on YouTube anymore. I would be watching him. But basically, I was watching. I was like, "This is awesome." You know, I'd never seen like animations and stop motions before. Seen stuff on TV, but that's like professional stuff. I didn't know you could do that with your figures. It never crossed my mind, but I watched the stuff. I was like, this is awesome. I'm gonna start animating. So, you know, 2009, early 2008, I started animating my figures. I had this little ring. It was good. At the end of it all, I had like 400, 500 subs. Lots of people liking my stuff. It wasn't like my stuff. I think it's high, decent to good, sort of. I don't think it's great, definitely. I think it's good, but the stuff back then was not as good as this. It was more stop motion, just a little bit more than a picture fit. Just a little bit more than that, because I was younger, right? But basically, I forget the guy's name, but I first got into it 2009. My name was Rock and Roll Dude. I had XWF. I was on there for about 2 years, year and a half, whatever. And then I took a few years off and breaks. I don't know, 4 years, 3 years, however long it was. And I started getting back into wrestling. Basically, I got back into wrestling last year around September. I'd watch a Raw every once in a while, and by basically November, December, I started watching animations on YouTube again, and the first guy I started watching was DGDX Animation. So long story short, DGDX Animation really helped inspire me to come back and do the thing. Do all the stop motion, have my own fed. I just watched the stuff and was like, wow, that's awesome. I think I should start animating again, and you know, there you go. I started animating again. But basically, after I started watching stuff, I branched out, looked at other guys. So JWS Owner, of course, and WWE Extreme 25. I saw their stuff and was like, wow, this is legit. Like, these guys do actual full-out animation. This is like TV quality stuff. The fluidity, the smoothness, the realism, it's all just great. So I watched DGDX. He inspired me to make my own show. His episodes and pay-per-views that you obviously don't really have to pay for, because it's YouTube, for God's sakes. His show is just so well made, well produced. You know, the animation's pretty good too. So I was like, this is great. I gotta start doing this. I started animating, watched some JWS Owner stuff, WWE Extreme 25. Their stuff, I was like, damn, you know, this stuff is the real deal. So it's sort of a mixture of them. Basically, those are the guys that really started to inspire me to start animating and get my own show back going again. But really, it was DGDX who basically got me back into the whole wrestling animations, pick my fed, you know, WMW, getting creative and make a full show. That's basically that. Alright, so question 2. Who is my favorite current animator and animator of all time? My favorite current animators are definitely, like I just said, DGDX Animation, JWS Owner, and WWE Extreme 25. For different reasons. DGDX Animation, he does it very efficiently, where you can actually make a whole episode. You can have a fed weekly or bi-weekly, and it's not going to kill you. Like, it's tough, but his animation inspired me to animate. I try and animate as much as I can like him. Try and use replays at the right time. I try and use the right camera angles at the right times so I can animate a full match without overloading and killing myself animating, you know? JWS Owner and WWE Extreme 25, they are totally, not totally, but different reason. Watching their stuff really motivates me to work harder at what I do, because their stuff is really the best of the best in my opinion. Their animations, like I said, are very fluid, very smooth, and very realistic. So basically, watching their stuff shows me what the standard should be as far as realism, smoothness, and fluidity should go. Watching their stuff motivates me to work harder because they have tons of videos, obviously, which they've worked hard on themselves. So those three would be my favorite current animators. Favorite animator of all time, that's a really hard one, because honestly, if I were to choose, it would not be about wrestling. I'd probably have to say that guy who made all those Christmas movies with what's it called, with like red-nosed reindeer dude, and the guy who wanted to be a dentist, and all those elves and stuff, and the big Bumble, that big dude with the white fur and stuff, and Yukon Cornelius, that guy's a boss. Now I'm saying it because it's animation, it doesn't have to be wrestling. So, and I love those Christmas movies. So all in all time, it's got to be that dude who made all those Christmas movies with the clay or whatever those toys are. But that stuff's the real deal. Like, those are movies. Like, those are shows on every Christmas for a reason. They're legit. So all time it's got to be that guy, whoever that dude is. I know it's kind of weird, but you know, I love that stuff. So my top animation tip for beginners, and not just beginners but anyone: efficiency. The key to animation is efficiency. I'm going to go over this right now and show you a few examples. Alright, so the key to animation is animation efficiency. That means don't take too many pictures, but don't take too little pictures. You've got to mix them in together. Take more pictures when there's slower movements and less pictures when there's faster movements. What you're about to see is when a person takes too little amount of pictures and it just looks way too fast and choppy. Alright, so how far do I see myself going on YouTube, and what are my plans for the future? I'm not sure how far I see myself going. Hopefully more than a year. I'd like to go into next year as well. But I don't know, wherever it takes me, right? Hopefully the fans grow, and that'll motivate me to make my animations and shows a lot more entertaining. But I don't really know. But my plans for the future, I do have an idea. There are sort of two main for sure things I'm going to be doing. One is a stable. There will be a stable in the WMW. I don't want to give away who. I don't want to give away what their characters are like, because then you might start guessing. And like you guys showed with that mysterious promo I made, you guys were pretty good at guessing with The Undertaker and Daniel Bryan. Overall, that was pretty obvious, but you know, I don't want to give too much away. All I'm going to say is there will be a stable growing over the time. Possibly started at the end of Pandemonium. For sure started the first episodes back after Pandemonium. There will be a stable of people who don't give a shit and they want to run WMW. And there will be, maybe not necessarily now, but in the near future, a tag team of two very big, strong guys who are basically badasses, and they don't give a crap about anybody. They want to kick some ass, you know. And they're going to be hard to stop, these two. But as far as stable goes, that's for sure. You'll see probably towards the end of Pandemonium and first episode back. And the last thing that's for sure in the future is the first episode back will be a viewer's choice episode. I saw DGDX make this a viewer's choice. I think it went great from my point of view as a fan. I don't see his point of view because I'm not him. I'm sure he thought it went great as well. But I'd love to do that. I thought of that the very first thing when I first started WMW. I'd love to do a viewer's choice where you guys pick the matches and so and so. So that's going to be there. And final question, who is better at animating, me or Rob? That's a pretty good question. I'll definitely take that. Thanks a lot for asking me that in the first place. It means a lot. I've got to go with Rob. I mean, the guy's pretty good. The guy's probably one of the best, like I said before. Definitely Rob is my answer. And thanks for asking that, just as a courtesy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the interview. Please subscribe to Fireball. The guy's great. He does a great job promoting newer talent. Please subscribe to WMW Extreme 25. The guy's all just like Fireball. He's great. He's such a very valuable part of the community, and he helps everybody out. His top 5 videos, they not only help the viewers out learning what to do, but they help promote newer people who just have a tough time, like myself, have a tough time getting subs. And please subscribe, even though you probably have, because the guy's got like 7,000 subscribers. JWS owner, the guy's great. Can't say enough about him. The guy's helped me so much. He really does a lot. He gave me a shout out. He didn't have to do that. He just did his common courtesy, being a nice guy. I really appreciate it. And his stuff, I mean, it's enough to say that his stuff is great. His video is great. But once again, just like Fireball, just like WMW Extreme 25, JWS owner is a great part of the community. He comments on everyone's stuff, tries to give any good tips, and really just tries to help the community grow. So please sub to those two guys. Thank you for watching this interview. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long and boring. And yeah, see you later. From Toronto, Canada, this is WMW Animations. See you later.